Hi guys, I'm sorry about not recording a video last night. I had really bad stomach cramps, so yeah. Anyway, let's begin. So it finally begins, huh? I don't know how far we'll get, but we now have no option but to go for it. With these members, we can do it. I'm getting a feeling like that. But Hanoka, you always get this we can do it feeling, right? Let's start a school idol group. Oops. But I can sort of understand what you're saying, Hanoka-chan. I don't know why, but with these 9 members, I get a feeling that anything's possible if we try. Even something that seems like a dream. A feeling that anything's possible, but you don't have any reasoning behind that, do you? Reasoning? Reasoning. Not really. I don't really understand why yet. Then you're the same as Hanoka. Umi-chan, you don't have to mock us like that. I have reasoning. What's your reasoning? Because I can sort of hear my own heart telling me you can really do it. Don't you know that normal people call that having no reasoning? But I understand your heart really is telling you that, isn't it? Yes, that's right. Can you tell, Kotori-chan? Umi-chan, can't you feel it too? It's the voice of your heart coming from deep within. I'm pretty sure that you're feeling it too, Umi-chan. Carefully listen in and try to sense it. We can do it. Although it feels like I've been put under some convenient hypnosis, I think I heard it too. As long as we don't give up, our dream will come true. Come true, our dream. For some reason, I get feeling that I can believe it. Mysteriously, yes, it's certain. We can do it if we try, even if A-Wise is our opponent. Since we have a good feeling about it, we got no other choice, right? Hey, Umi-chan's optimistic. That's so rare. Then let's go right into a strategy meeting. Strategy meeting? Are you talking about the battle Ellie-chan was talking about? Battle I was a masked... Wait, battle 1 was a masked music battle with a totally new song, right? Yes, since it was to be a totally new song, we not only have to write a new song, but come up with new costumes and choreography. We got a huge pile of things to do. Yes, but if I recall correctly, Ellie was also saying that this battle is kind of dispensable. In other words, since AYs are a pro group, we're probably no match against them. So maybe this is arranged as a contest we're expected to lose. Yes, but we can't give up on the match before it even starts. That's not like us at all. At first, Ellie-chan was saying that we're destined to lose. But she also said that we're still going to work hard on the content. It doesn't matter if it's a contest or not. We need to do our best, at least for the people who are going to listen to Muse's song. That's right, even if it's for a battle, it doesn't change the fact that it's a new Muse's song. A characteristic Muse's song, an energetic and exciting one that makes the listener smile. There might be some mistakes, but a song where our determination can be felt. I want it to be a song like that. But writing a song like that isn't something we can do, so of course we're asking Maki-chan's help for that. So in the end, you're asking her, God, please will you help Maki-chan write a song great enough to be Ava's. Achoo! Crud, am I coming down with a cold? Achoo! Crud, am I coming down with a cold? Oh, darn it. I'm always the one who ends up struggling because of impulsive ideas of certain people. I really am a genius. I'm gonna surprise everyone tomorrow. Geez, they keep making me do all the work. Nico needs foul plan for certain victory. Please let me handle all the catering. Hey, it's Maki-chan. Morning. Have you written a great song again this time now? Win knows you're a genius, so you must have written a wonderful song that really excites people. Well, what should I do? I can't come up with a song now. What? What happened, Maki-chan? You're not sick, are you? Don't tell me you got an upset stomach from eating things off the floor. Of course not. Her health doesn't seem to be the problem, Nico. What? What happened to you, Maki-chan? You're always creating beautiful music with your stunning finger skills. Okay, excuse me for a bit. Hey, what are you doing so suddenly? There. Hey, don't try to catch me off guard. That's cheating. That's it. I don't want to lose. I got it. Maki-chan, am I right in thinking that the battle against Arise is putting a lot of pressure on you? Since you hate losing so much that you get serious even in a game of thumb wrestling, you're determined not to lose this battle because our entry into Love Live is at stake, right? Well, actually, you're right. My brain's kind of spinning and... Oh. Okay. Oh, Maki-chan, if it's still in sheet music, I can't read it. I knew you'd say that, so of course I've also prepared a demo. That's the Maki-chan I know. Cool, cute. It kind of makes you want to start dancing. I can memorize it right away and start singing it. I've done my best. I can't believe I was actually freaking out about a competitive battle with Arise. That's something that should never happen, right? No matter what the obstacle, we'll overcome it. That's what Muse is all about. We know at least one person, at least I personally, will never lose to Ux. Woo, Maki-chan, you're so cool. That's our boss. Hey, you, we're not a bunch of delinquents, you know. But still, since quite a nice song's been written, it's now time to swap places with Umi-chan, yeah? We're looking forward to seeing your beautiful lyrics. Yes, I'll do my best to meet your expectations. In an empty sandy beach, the midsummer heat scourges my body like a piece of melting cube sugar. Yeah, give it back! Alright, the rest of us, to record the best music possible, will practice. Because this is an anonymous bell, AYs can't do their famous dancing, and that increases our chance of victory. Let's take this opportunity to overwhelm them with the harmony of 9 of us. Whoa, Ellie's really into it. Hey, since I worked so hard to write a song, I'm not letting just you slack off. You need to work harder, Nikoni. Boo. All of us members of Muses are super fired up right now. It's a battle we're not expected to win, so we'll do our very best and just keep moving forward without thinking. Yeah, we're releasing a new song anonymously. What do you mean by that? Apparently, the student council's talking about having a battle against Otonokizaka Academy with our new song. Huh? A battle with Otonokizaka Academy. What could that mean? Before we even think about battling them, us AYs and Otonokis, what were they called again? Muses, right? They took the name from the goddesses of art. The cute group of 9 girls from Otonokizaka Academy. Yes, this Muses and us, I'm sorry to say, are a different class, don't you think? Yeah, I hear Muses is a group that was only formed this April and that they're a group of amateurs with absolutely no prior experience in the entertainment industry. If that's the case, since we're basically semi-pro, a battle against them would be a bit unrealistic, don't you think? I'm not saying it's unfair, but they're no match against us. There'd be no point in it for neither of us. If only they could practice a little more and increase their repertoire. Next year maybe? Oh, but we will have graduated by then and won't be here anymore, so a battle won't be possible. At the same time, since our student council president and Otonoki student council president, who for some reason is also a member of Muses, are now both 3rd years, they would have graduated too. Geez, why is our press so obsessed about Otonoki? They're nothing more than a small public school that's located close to ours. It must be a personal thing for her. She's using us for the sole reason of beating that blonde-haired student council president, Elena. An anonymous music-only battle of talent, a school PR battle, a live show battle. Something's fishy. Those girls, since we're always letting our staff handle the promotion, maybe it's good for us to put some effort into it sometimes. Tsubasa, we're student idols too. Both of us are going to represent our schools in the battle, so we have no reason to be picky about it or to underestimate our opponents. We also have no reason to lose, though. It doesn't matter if it's an anonymous battle or whatever. All we do is offer the best quality work all the time to our fans. We'll show them what AY's all about. A performance that gives its spectator strength. Let's show it to the girls of Muses too. So look forward to it, people. Muses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa! What? That hurt now. No matter what it takes, we're gonna beat Ava's. Shh! No, Honoka-chan, don't say stuff like that. People will think we're gonna cheat, Nico. It's okay, not everyone's like you, Nico Nee. So they won't think like that. Ha ha ha. Ah! See you tonight. You know, yesterday's. Yeah, that. Ah! What are you doing so early in the morning, Honoka? Wah! Huh? What? Did you hear something? Yeah. What do you think you're doing so suddenly? Shh. Be quiet. I wonder what that was. A cat, maybe? Ah, they're gone. What are you doing? Yeah, I was just wondering if those two were talking about Mrs. Leia's video. Sorry. And if that's the case, I thought I should check out their responses. Was there that much reaction to that video? And were they actually talking about it? No, actually, judging from what I saw, they were probably talking about some anime that was on last night. That's way different. Yeah, there's no way they'd be talking about a video that was only posted yesterday. And first of all, although AYs are handicapped being an anonymous battle, we also can't do any promotion or advertising to anyone now, so annoying. Umi-chan's surprisingly competitive after all. But Umi-chan, if you didn't show up so early, I'm sure they would have started talking about Muse's video. What's your reasoning? Of course it's because the voice of my heart's saying so. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Umi-chan. You don't have to be down like that. Once we get to school, some people must be talking about it, right? Let's just get to school and find out, alright? So, did you meet anyone who was talking about the video? How is it that it's not being talked about at all? That's not true. Some people must have seen it. It was picked as a popular video, and since we worked so hard on it, we're confident about its quality. So our new song will definitely... Shh! No, Honoka-chan. People around us will hear. Huh? Is Muses releasing another new song? Nope. You know, it's about time we made a new song. And we were in the middle of discussing it. Good luck. Yeah, thanks. I knew it. Seems no one's seen it. We're totally unknown still. And it's tough how we can't advertise to people we know. Maybe it's destined to be buried without being seen by anyone. But that's awful. We all worked so hard on it just to be AVIs. We can't do anything about it. They have a pro team behind them, and they have pros who write songs for them too. For an outside, while Maki has talent, the lyrics were handwritten by a total amateur like me. When you think about it, there's no way it'll be accepted, but You were working so hard, Umi-chan. I always think that your lyrics are amazing. There's no way I could write something like them. If the pros always win, then that means they're not school idols. They're like normal idols. Even worse, I'm the leader who started it all. But I'm totally useless. Honoka, hey you two, if it's okay with you, wanna go to Akihabara Station after school today? Huh? The video was only released yesterday, so I think a lot of people at school haven't noticed it yet. Yeah, you're right, but in that area, there are a lot of idol shops and fans, so we might be able to sense the atmosphere. First of all, Otonoki is a girls' school, so none of us are particularly into idols. We gotta go to a place where people are informed about school idols, or else we don't know the reactions of people most sensitive to the latest trends. Indeed, you have a point. Right, so let's all go there together and we'll go and find out the latest reactions from real school idol fans. We're lucky Akihabara's close, huh? Welcome home, Master. So, what we want to find out is the latest reaction of people who are well informed about school idols. Why is Nico-chan here? The latest reaction of people who are well informed about school idols, right? Nico-chan, did you come to the railway station to check on people's reactions too? So how was it? Have a few people seen it at least? Near us, we saw a couple of guys holding a phone saying, "Isn't this a PV for Ux's new song?" But that was about the only reaction we saw. It was only posted yesterday after all, so just casually walking through Akihabara, we didn't notice our video being talked about enough to get a reaction. It is being talked about, Nico. Huh? It's frustrating, but it seems Ellie-chan's tactic worked. It appears that school idol fans are talking quite a bit about it on the internet, Nico. They're wondering whether that video with the 3 black silhouettes is A-Rise or not. Like I said, we already know that A-Rise is being talked about, but they're also talking about ours at the same time. The anonymous video of us, Muses, that was uploaded at exactly the same time. It means our tie-in tactic worked like a charm, Nico. Some people are even asking whether we're A-Rise's sister group, Nico. See? Wow, complete strangers on the internet are saying we're cute. They're saying we suck compared to A-Rise, though. Both our singing and dancing are not good enough yet, but until the day we'll consider a rival of our great big sister group A-Rise, we'll keep doing our very best. You idiot! We're not little sisters, we're already proper rivals. Oh yeah, that's right, sorry about that. Nico-san and Maki-san, long time no see. Been a while. I'll have a royal milk tea. Hey, they're regular customers? Look at this, Nico-chan showed it to us. Apparently it's a website where a lot of school idol fans gather. Isn't this awesome? Muses is doing really well. What do you think? Maybe we'll eventually catch up and end up winning unexpectedly? Let's see. The song quality is higher than other school idols, so they must be A-Rise's sister group backed by pros. Well, that's about what you expect, right? Maki-chan looks pleased. Considering how quiet they were, I'm surprised at how popular it became. Oh, but my aunt always said that things that sound too good to be true always has a catch. Don't say that. Perhaps this is a sign that something bad's about to happen. Geez, how cautious are you? You need to learn to be happy at times like these. It's okay. Are you sure? But that hunch might not be totally off the mark, huh? Ah! We're still no match against them. Big trouble, big trouble, big trouble. Ha, ha, big trouble. Wah, wah. Oh, Kyo-chin. It looks like they finally found out, huh? Don't tell me it's about our identity. It says their identity is A-Rise. Sigh. Maybe this wasn't possible after all. First of all, it was crazy enough for us to take on A-Rise in a fair battle. But we're both high school students, is what we thought. But as expected, it turns out we were just getting carried away. Sigh. Sorry. I sighed again. It's bad manners, isn't it? Ow! Snap. Everyone, what should we do? Those two must also. Ellie-chan and Nozomi-chan, thanks for your look. So how was it? Darn it, we lost as expected. We lost. There. There was a joint meeting of the region at UX today, and we met the student council president there. So that must mean our loss is confirmed, Nico. That hurt, Nico. Ha. So that does mean... Yeah, we can't do much if they open such a huge lead. And we don't have anything that'll make us close the gap. But Ellie-chan, you were so fired up about being the school council president of UX. How are you so mature about it? But there's no point in complaining about something that's already passed. And first of all, this was a battle we weren't expected to win. Huh? Hey, do you know, Ellie-chan, when you lie, the tips of your fingernails turn white? Is this because the disappointment's so great, it's making you put strength into your hands? Huh? So that means... Yes, I'm disappointed. Of course I'm disappointed. I mean, did you see it? The face of UX's student council president back there? Huh? She looked all smug as if she waited a long time for that moment. Good. You can act big and brag all you want. Haha. Good. But you're still shorter than me. Geez, she was acting so casual as if nothing special. There, good. I know deep down you're relieved that you won. Ha. Knew it. You really are disappointed. We were so confident of winning. Maybe I should have dieted a bit more. I really think those cute costumes are wasted with just silhouettes because you can't see them. If only we had more practice time. It was made anonymous because we're unknown compared to them. It's so unfair how they revealed it. Yeah, this is why we lost. We lost. There. Wait a minute. Wait. So, yeah, this is why I love muses. Hey everyone, what should we do next? We simply can't lose the second round, so we need to come up with some ideas for it together. If that's the case, leave it to me, Nico. Nico has an idea for a great plan, Nico. Oh, since A-Rise's anonymous video was being talked about so much, the video of us younger sisters should have been talked about at the same time too, Nico. Later, the identity of A-Rise was revealed, and everyone quickly started talking about that instead, but still. Muses must have received way more attention than ever before, so ta-da! Now's the time to drop the bomb, Nico. Now's the time to drop the bomb, Nico. In order to save a school in danger of being closed down, a group of 9 girls stood up. Wow, what is this? When did you film it? Our first live show. It's still hard to watch now, and our dance scene's awful too. We totally messed up our first live show, and to Hanoka and company who were crying, Umi-chan gave us a helping hand. It made me so happy. I remember now. And then one after another, more members joined. Brings back memories. When did you film this? Hey, this is us training at Oto Kozaka, yeah. I almost died the first time. Maki-chan kept picking quarrels with Nico for every little thing. Nico knows she's being loved, but you didn't have to do that, Nico. Hey, don't say weird things like that. Seriously, when did you film this? Ellie, you were concerned and were watching them, right? All 9 members assembled and Muses was born. Everything was expected to go well, but this really is well made. Seeing it summarized like this makes me realize that we went through quite a lot. But we won't lose because we want to deliver the best smiles to everyone and get them to look at Otonoki. Yep. Huh? Have I done something wrong? Don't tell me y'all. Gosh, this is unfair. If you show something like this to me, Muses members start crying so easily and it's driving me to tears too. Wah! Everyone's worked really hard up to now, right? You all support me even though I'm so unreliable. Thanks for everything up to now. I'm one lucky girl. This isn't the final episode, you know. Sorry, couldn't help getting emotional. Teehee, it's okay to be emotional, but the ones being emotional should be the people watching us. Because no matter what anyone says, we are school idols, Muses. You're saying that, but weren't you crying too, Ellie? That's not true at all. Everyone, look. Look how many people watched it. Amazing. You can't underestimate the AI's effect now. Looks like we'll gain way more attention than before. Yeah. No, it can't just be because of AIs. No matter how much it's talked about, if the content isn't good, then it won't get this much attention so suddenly. It must be because we were able to transmit our hard work we've done up to now to the viewers. Amazing. This is amazing, Nico-chan. Look, it's not just our song. They're even learning about Muse's story up to now. Unbelievable. If we can transmit ourselves like this, then all of our thoughts and feelings could also be transmitted too. Hey, you're heavy, Honoka-chan. You've grown a lot and bigger than me now. So if you do that, don't be shy. Nico's not being shy. We're the ones who are supposed to deliver smiles and emotions now, aren't we? Yes, we've got no time for crying anymore. Listen, everyone. Otonokizaka Academy is at risk of being closed down, and we students have no time to be depressed. Let's do our very best towards our next battle. Yeah! It's done. Okay, one last chapter. Before I end this, unless it goes quickly. Willie Maid Cafe, come play with us, Nyan. Oh! Is it really okay to hand out school pamphlets here? Please take one. We're from Otonokizaka Academy, a community-based high school in Akihabara. We're currently accepting new students. If you're interested, please come and visit us. Please consider sending your daughter. Thanks for taking my pamphlet. Amazing. She's the poster girl of Homura, after all. At times like these, she really shines, huh? She's like a reliable older sister. We need to work hard too, don't we? Yes. Alright. We're Otonokizaka Academy School Idol Club, and we're currently running a publicity campaign. Please remember our name. We're Muses Otonokizaka Academy School Idol Club. Everybody, please learn about our school. Now's our chance. We're Otonokizaka. Please remember our name. Okay, we've started well enough. Alright, we're done with school supply shops. So, would next be Sonoto Dojo, where kids gather, or Nishikino General Hospital, where there are lots of elderly people. Oh, but Ren's getting hungry now. So how about we visit Homura, Honoka-chan's house, and receive some manju from her grandmother? Yeah? Isn't this just going around visiting members' houses? Yeah, basically. But hey, there aren't many places around here where people gather, so it's just a coincidence. Many Muses members' families run shops after all, and Nozomi-chan is a trainee at Kanda Megujin too. Oh yeah, then let's go to the subway station. And also visit the restaurant Ellie-chan's grandmother runs. Maybe she'll give us pierogi. Rin-chan, you're always thinking about food. No problem, because we'll also deliver the pamphlets. It's a shop, so we'll be able to promote our school to their customers too. 2 birds with 1 stone, yeah? Okay then, let's head towards the antique bookshop district of Jimbo-chu. There are many curry shops in Jimbo-chu too, yeah. So it might be good to check them out as well. Oh, you're so silly, Win-chan. Oh, what a coincidence for us to meet here. We were on our way to hand out pamphlets at a nearby elementary school. Oh my, that is a coincidence because so am I. The student council president doesn't actually have to do it herself, but handing out school prospectuses at nearby elementary schools is an important job for the student council that showed us the future of its school. Wait, that doesn't sound right. The second round of 3 in the match between Muses and Avies is about increasing your school's publicity, but you're only allowed to leave your original school pamphlets at your school's reception, and the rest needs to be handed out by the group's members. While Ellie's our school council president, she's also an official member of Muses, so that's okay. But the student council president of UX isn't a member of Avies. Is she? I didn't bring them specifically to hand them out for the battle. It was strictly a request. By the staff room of neighboring elementary schools, and this is something we do every year. Alright, since you looked away, first you lose. Yeah, good. It's alright, I also understand your situation. As you said, handing out pamphlets to 6th graders who are about to graduate is a job for the student council. And I'll accept that explanation. We're both student council presidents after all. Like I said, this has nothing to do with the battle, and you really don't have to worry about it, okay? Because we're sure to win. That's my line. Good. See you later. She looks confident, but deep down she must be worried. So that's why she got so upset when we pointed out her breaking the rule. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Good. How is it? Can you see? Don't know. Those look like pamphlets for A-Wise's live show as expected. Yeah, judging by how things look, they're not cheating by handing out school prospectuses to spectators at the stage here, Nico. I see, as I thought. A-Wise aren't ones to do something like that. What? But wasn't it you, Maki-chan, who said that we should come and check because we'd be in trouble if they handed them out at that stage all at once? Well, as they say, know your enemies and know yourself, and you shall win 100 battles without loss. I mean, if that did happen, we'd be seriously disadvantaged, right? I just wanted to be thorough. Whoa, Umi-chan's appears. What are you on about? This is common sense, basically. Since we now know that our opponents will face us fair and square, we can also. But still, do you think A-Wise really are motivated about this? Nico Nee would definitely hand them out here. After all, the spectators who came to the stage are all there to see A-Wise, right? So if they throw them away from the stage, that would probably still just count as handing out. And they'd be able to give away a big number of them at once. Even when you're handing out flyers as a job, in most cases, your pay's determined by the number you hand out. There's no reason to let this opportunity pass you by, Nico. This isn't a part-time job, but still, since everyone who comes to this stage know about Ava's, they must also know about UX. So handing out pamphlets here might be pointless, Nico. Handing more out doesn't earn you more money, or more correctly, doesn't mean you win the contest. So like Ellie-chan said, that's right, we're contesting the number of people who learned about your school through these pamphlets. Us muses have a huge advantage since we're far less known than them, probably. Doesn't it make you feel sad saying that? Not at all. Come on, we haven't got time to hang around here, alright? Yeah, now that we know this, we're gonna go hand out pamphlets to help! Back in those days, I hated the idea of attending a school like Otonokizaka, and I was determined to transfer to UX. That's how I was thinking, but how strange. Ugh, you're so slow, Oni-chan. Almost done. Whoa, hurry up and swap places with me. Whoa, that's gross, Oni-chan. You spray your toothpaste gunk everywhere. Ah! You scared me. What is it? Hey, take a look at this. Yukio, what should we do about it? Bye, guys.